Hi, Leo, and welcome to your monthly zodiac sign reading. You can watch for your sun sign, Leo, or for your moon sign or rising sign if you know those placements in your chart. I am doing this for the month of December. I'm using some of my Christmas decks, but please remember that this reading is timeless. So anytime you watch it, you may find advice, guidance, or a good tidbit here or there. All right. So let's get started. We're going to do tarot and oracle here and live tarot and oracle at the end. Let's start with what is the overall theme. And we have contemplation. I'm just going to tell you, Leo, a lot of cards have been coming out over and over again in different positions, with different tarot, of course, but the message is always still kind of coming out the same. So what I want to say here, I'm going to bring this out with Knight of Swords, is Spirit, aka God, Source, Universe, is really doubling down on some messages, and contemplation is one of them. And that is just taking the quiet time for yourself. You may start feeling it this month that, you know what, you need to slow down. The Knight of Swords is very fast movement, okay? Very much fast thinking. They know what they want to do. They want to go after it. They want to succeed. Maybe they go a little too quickly or a little too assertive. So maybe you've been feeling that in your life with things. It's the way you've been approaching things and you're like, I need to slow it down. Or maybe there's a situation or even a person in your life that you're kind of feeling this, I'm going to say, chaotic, not in a bad way, but just kind of maybe just a little too quick or fast. They want you to start taking time to slow down, to breathe, whether you call it meditation, whether you call it just, sitting quietly with yourself, whatever it is for you, just get into that stillness. You know what? I feel like it's going to give you multiple, not give you, but you will get multiple benefits from it, right? You're going to just slow everything down. You're going to be able to think more clearly because you're not moving as fast. And there may be situations coming up this month that are going to call for that. Okay, so it could be one of many different things, but the message is the same, okay? So take it how it applies there for you. Let's go to what are you leaving behind? Become a clear channel. I love it. Okay, with the sun. All right, so let's talk about this one for a minute. We just talked about taking time to think, relax, breathe, think clearly. Here we're having become a clear channel. So when you take that time, Leo, to slow it down, to think, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of, because I know you can handle it, Leo. I'm just feeling a little cheeky about it. You'll become a clear channel. Literally, you will be able to hear messages coming in from spirit. Or if you're seeking guidance, right? Or you're just listening. Our inner selves are very knowledgeable, right? Our soul. We know, but we have to take the time to listen. So I feel like what this is, just based on these two cards coming out, I feel they go together. And with the Sun card, it's just going to become clear. You see here, like when he's rushing so fast, it's almost like he's in a storm and the snow's blowing and everything's moving fast. And here it's just like a light flurry and the sun's out. Everything will become clearer if you take time for contemplation and to become the clear channel. So you're going to kind of leave behind not listening, not being patient enough maybe to listen. All right, what is entering into your life? We have Yule log. Oh, I didn't read the first one. I'm sorry. I'll go back and do that. But the Yule log is insert me with a bleeding thought, a sacred creation birthed from thy. I am God, I am goddess, I am creation and the creator. Well, that's what I was kind of talking about, right? With the Holy Spirit, you think of your Holy Spirit. If you're Christian, that may be the way that you talk about it, right? Or Catholicism. For other of you, it's going to be your higher self, or I'm not really sure what other religions or spirituality practices may call it, but I think you understand it's that place of knowing. It's your intuition, it's your soul, it's the guidance. I feel like that is going to be coming in for you. I feel like it's just a progression here, right? With the contemplation card, I said I would read it because I didn't. It breathes in the stillness of all that is, exhaling all that isn't, right? So breathing in new, exhaling what you don't need. So in other words, letting go of what you don't need would be a way to think of it, and bringing in the new. Coming from the ends of the starts and the highest of the lows. Here I gasp for the answers to unfold. Love it. Okay, so we're just going to put that back under. But over here with the Yule log, I feel like this is a strong message. This is, a little less of this, a little more of that. Because when that happens, you become a clear channel and you see clearly. Everything, the light is on everything, right? It's not muddled. And here they're just saying, yes, you can do this because it's who you are. It's who we all are. We are all part of Source, God, Source, Universe, right? So you will find if you start this practice, maybe the clearer things will be and the more you will feel connected. And the Queen of Pentacles, I love it because she is grounded, you guys. The Queen of Pentacles is just very practical and stable and grounded in the here and now, not in the past too much, not in the future too much, but in the here and now. She can also be thought of financially stable if you have your own business or in your work, even where you work, your job. You may find that it will help to bring more financial stability or more money into your life, right? So, I think they want you to kind of take on this energy, or they're showing you this is what it could be for you if you practice this. Oh, wow. I love it. Okay. What is to come regarding wealth? It's not personal. I love this. With the Six of Canes or the Six of Wands. No, canes, sorry, swords. I think I've been reading that wrong in my other readings, but the thing is, if I've done it in another reading, it's been consistent. So this is a new deck for me, and sometimes I forget, or I mix up the candles and the canes. But anyway, what I need to say here, Leo, is they are bringing through this message again. Look, what's to come for your finances, I feel, is again, getting grounded in them, is understanding that any mistakes that you've made in the past when it comes to your finances, to your savings, to your retirement savings, to spending, foolishly, or at least not wisely, or overspending, shopping, whatever it is, okay? You need to let that go and not hold on to it, okay? You've done it. It's happened. It's time to move on. And that's what the Six of Canes is. It's moving on from times that were a little bit wavy, rocky, turbulent into smoother, calmer waters. Okay. So in your life, don't keep blaming yourself. And I feel that a lot of people, maybe it's just the time we are in, are really hard on themselves. Maybe for some of you, you could be blaming or a spouse or a partner or someone else in your life, or they could be blaming you. But it's time to let that go and to move on, because once we know better, we do better. And now it's time to start working on it. And because I keep getting this message for wealth over and over, it's been at least 3 or 4 signs now, I want to say maybe you contact a financial advisor or seek help from someone who you trust, okay? Who you know would be able to help you when it comes to your finances and maybe how to save for that rainy day. All right. Next, we go to what is to come for relationships, and we have the hearth. May your warmth take in the gazing flame upon the shivers, they melt away. Wow, I just love that card. It's a 1 and a 9. It's a 19, which 1 and 9 is a 10. I feel like maybe in the past, when it comes to relationships, and this can be any time in your life, you take it how it is. Maybe it's been cold. It hasn't been working very well. But what I feel they're bringing to you is the warmth. So whether it be a person, a feeling, just a better dynamic between, if it's a family member, a friend, a colleague, a partner in business, whatever it is. Let me get the tarot here too. Okay, I love it. They're going to, I'm going to say, if it's been frigid or just, I don't know, icy cold, maybe even like I'm thinking of icicles, and sometimes they do have sharp points. And I know as a kid, and you would maybe, you'd get it down and it would hit your hand, or, you were going to, because, as kids, we used to like to eat icicles. So so bad when you think about it, or just so dirty probably, but we did it anyway. And it would be sharp on the end. So maybe that's what the relationships have been like in your life recently, or 1 or 2, however it is. But what they want you to know here with the Page of Canes, the Page of Swords, I feel like you're going to start seeing, again, this is swords again, seeing things more clearly, but you're going to think of new ways of communicating, okay? Because the swords are our thoughts and our way of communication. So maybe this is it. New ways of communicating are going to bring back that warmth, that, I'm going to say, that heat, that love, okay? Now, let's get to what is to come for personal growth. See the solution with the King of Candles. I just feel like this all kind of ties in here too. You see the solution up here. They've shown you, if you do this, this, and this will be the outcome. Here, if you do this, this, and this will be the outcome. I think your personal growth is you seeing the solutions, hearing what Spirit has to say, and deciding, because everything is a choice, whether or not you want to make those changes in your life to bring what I think is some really good stuff here happening for you. Okay? And with the King of Candles or the King of Wands, that is seeing the long-term success in your life in these different areas, and then going after it with passion and enthusiasm and positivity. Okay, so those are the overall messages, Leo. I love them. Let's get right into some tarot here for further clarification, confirmation, guidance. All right, we have the Hermit. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands. I love that it's falling right here in the relationships area. And on what you're leaving behind, and the Two of Cups. All right, here we go. Perfect. It totally confirms what's going on here with the Hermit. That is kind of going away. It's like, you could experience enlightenment sometimes when you're meditating, right? Where things just become very crystal clear. They're bright and sunny. It's all of a sudden, it's like an aha moment. You go within and you start discovering things that maybe were a bit chaotic and you didn't really have an answer for. So I love that the Hermits come out to clarify, okay, and confirm that message with the Seven of Wands. Landing here. Maybe, like I said, things have been icy cold. In this case, maybe a bit combative, where you feel that you're always defending yourself or having to defend yourself, or just standing up for what you believe in, standing up for your family values, your relationship values. And they're saying, this is going to come to an end. Rather than feeling like you need to be in a place of defense all the time, maybe you can come up with some new ways of communicating, some new ideas so that this doesn't happen. And with the Two of Cups, it's just kind of like finding that perfect partnership. And for you, I feel like it's the perfect partnership between your intuition and your mind, your ego. It could be the perfect partnership when it comes to coming to terms with how you deal with your wealth, your finances, or finding someone to help you, which would be the perfect match. This is finding balance. This is finding the perfect partner, okay? In whatever way that may be for you. But it could be the perfect partner to help you balance all of these things out. Okay, Leo, let's get one more oracle card here before we go. Let love be your motivation for action. I told you the King of Wands is very fiery and passionate and likes to go after, think about what it is, what success he wants and go after it. So that's what you need to do. And I think you're going to find some solutions to down here up at the top. So very good messages for you, Leo. So happy for you. I wish you the best. Have a wonderful holiday season, whatever it is that you celebrate this time of year. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I'm not sure of others, but there probably is. You know what? Have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you back in the new year for your January zodiac reading.